Russia and Belarus have launched their most watched military exercise as 40,000 troops mobilized for the Zapad 2025 drills just miles from NATO's doorstep. Poland slams shut its Belarusian border. France is sending jets to Poland. The United Kingdom is ramping up sanctions in a signal to Russia not to escalate Europe's eastern flank, which is preparing for hybrid warfare, which is a whole new reality. Take a look at this report.
Tanks rolling across Belarus. Fighter jets screaming overhead. Artillery thundering in synchronized barrages. This is Zapad 2025, the military exercise that has Europe holding its breath and NATO's scrambling defensive positions. 13,000 troops from Russia and Belarus are participating in the 5-day war games. Western intelligence hints that the number of troops could be around 30,000. Poland isn't taking chances. It sealed all border crossings with Belarus, deploying 40,000 soldiers along the eastern frontier.
We closed traffic on the Polish-Belarusian border. This is due to the beginning, actually ongoing, Zapad maneuvers. These maneuvers are aimed squarely at Poland and the European Union. These maneuvers are practicing aggressive warfare scenarios against our country.
While the Kremlin described Zapad 2025 as routine drills not aimed at third countries, NATO is not taking any chances. France is rushing 3 Rafale fighter jets to help protect NATO's eastern flank. Along with Poland, neighboring Lithuania and Latvia, also NATO members, have stepped up security and announced partial airspace closures. The trigger for this heightened alert was a chilling incursion. Warsaw claims Russian drones breached Polish airspace. Poland says it recovered parts of 17 Russian-made drones which fell without causing any injuries or major damage. Poland is warning that it wasn't a mistake. Moscow has rejected that it targeted a NATO nation and has called it a Polish myth. The incident has fueled a fierce call for a unified defense. A new NATO-led anti-drone Iron Dome is now on the table. A formidable 3,000-kilometer shield that would include a 120-mile buffer zone inside Ukraine designed to stop aerial attacks before they even begin. The cost of such a system is estimated to run into billions of dollars. But for a continent on edge, it's a price worth paying for security. Bureau Report, WION World.
All right, now joining us in the broadcast, we've got Mr. Heino Klink, who's a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for East Asia. Mr. Klink, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on WION. Now, as Russia, starts its Zapad 2025 drills along with Belarus, what is interesting to note is that the Kremlin has said that it is pausing its talks with Ukraine for any kind of a deal. How does the United States view the fact that Russia wants to now stop the peace talks with Ukraine?
Well, thank you very much for having me. I think this is just another indication that the Kremlin is in fact not interested in peace talks currently. Unfortunately, the olive branch that was given by President Trump to try to induce Putin to the negotiating table has been firmly rejected. Despite the niceties that Putin may have displayed to President Trump, his actions certainly speak louder than those words. In the last several weeks, having escalated not only its attacks primarily against civilian targets in Ukraine, but also destroying an American-owned factory in Western Ukraine, and now most recently this violation of Polish airspace with almost 20 drones.
Right. Now, it's interesting that you bring up this violation of Polish airspace, where about 20 drones reportedly made an incursion into the Polish airspace. Do you think this was just a mistake, or as some people are suggesting, this is Russia testing out NATO's Article 5?
Well, I would say it doesn't matter. Russia is responsible for this incursion. I don't believe in coincidences, to be quite frank with you. There have been violations of Polish airspace since the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022. This is not the first time. This is, though, the largest example, given the sheer number of drones. So given the sheer number of drones, I find it difficult to imagine that this was a quote-unquote mistake. The Russians have a history
Mr. Kling, just to clarify, I mean, you're saying that this is not a coincidence, but some are saying that this is Russia testing Article 5 of NATO. Do you think Russia is trying to test that Article 5 clause of NATO, which says that any one nation coming at an attack could mean that everyone can collectively respond? What is your assessment of that?
My assessment is that this is another example of Russia incrementally escalating to be able to test the resolve at the political level of NATO and its individual member states, and at the operational level to test individual nation states, individual member states, and the alliances' capabilities to detect and interdict aircraft.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Fineprint, for joining us with that perspective.
Thank you.